Hello there everyone, this is Phantom Dulce and today I'm going to be doing What If Deku Was the Reincarnation of Minato Namikaze Part 2. So, I'm gonna start from last time when I left off. I was saying that Mr. Aizawa is gonna be doing the quirk examination to everyone. So, we start off at the in the classroom. Mr. Aizawa was explaining of what they were going to do in their second year of school. As Mr. Aizawa told everyone that first we are going to do the quirk examination, and then told everyone to go put on their PE uniform. As Mr. Aizawa looked Minato, aka Izuku, and told him, "You don't have to go put on your PE uniform because we have to find one that fits you or design one." As Mr. Aizawa looked at him with a worried look, as Deku smiled at him and said, "Okay, I'll be waiting for you guys outside." As Kushina heard this and looked at him saying, "Why you have to be so taller than me?" As Izuku just grabbed her and gave her a hug and said, "You don't have to worry, I'll wait for you outside of the door." As she smiled at him and just went off at the other students. As she looked at Mr. Aizawa and gave him a smile and disappeared in a yellow flash. So we come back a few hours later. Mr. Aizawa saw Deku waiting at the door and told him, "Still waiting for that girl," giving him a smirk, saying, giving him a smirk. As Hizuku saw that smirk and told him, "Don't you think about it." As Mr. Aizawa said, "Oh, it's just a smirk, don't worry." As he left, smirking at Izuku, as Izuku said, "God, this teacher of mine." As he heard someone yelling, "Minato!" As he said, "Please don't tell me Squishy, please don't tell me Squishy." As he looked, and smiled at this, as Kushina came running in front of him and said, "So, thanks for waiting for me." As Izuku said, "No problem." As when Izuku looked at her, he saw that she didn't have her shirt buttoned up. As Izuku blushed at this and said, "Kushina, could you please button up your shirt?" As Kushina saw this and just smirked at him. Guys, I'm gonna do a quick pause. Okay guys, that was just a short break that I needed to take. There was a loud noise, so I needed to fix that. And Izuku saw the smirk and just said, "Why are you smirking?" As he looked again and just looked away while having a red face. As Kushina saw this and said, "Oh, you don't like me anymore." As he said, "Why wouldn't I like you, Kushina?" As he looked, and just kept staring at it. While he was staring, he just had a nosebleed and said, "Kushina, please just put a shirt on." As she said, "Okay, I will." As Kushina just no, when I said put a shirt on, I'm sorry. As Kushina just buttoned up her shirt and smiled at her and said, "Okay, let's go." As we come back to Izuku saying in the set, "God, please just tell me, why do I have to wait until I'm 18 to marry this girl?" As Kurama told the kid she can hear you. As he looked at her and said, "Kushina, I didn't mean what I said. Don't come and kill me." As Kushina just went in for a kiss and kissed him and said, "I can't wait to get married either." Guys, I'm gonna do a quick pause. As Kushina embraced Minato with a hug and then a kiss and said, "I can't wait to get married too." As he looked at Kuruma and said, if this girl dies, I die too, okay?" As Kuruma laughed at this and said, "Okay, kid." As Kushina heard this and just started blushing a bit. As Minato noticed this and started to laugh at this and said, "Wow, The girl who always used to fight at people for being called a monster now is blushing at me. As Krishna just got angry and hit Minato on the head and said, ow, 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 ow. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. And she said, that's better. As Izuku just realized, she never changes. As Kuruma laughed in his head and said, well, that's your wife for you. As Minato heard this and said, I know, man. I know this. I know. As we cut to the exam. If you guys hear that noise, it's because I'm not usually at my place where I do videos. As as we go to the examination, Mr. Sawasai is coming with Kushina as Mr. Sawa threw the ball at Izuku and told him to throw it at his full power. I'm gonna do another pause. Okay, like I was saying, I'm sorry guys that I took a pause because there was noise. As Mr. Sawa told Izuku to throw the ball as hard as he can and as far as he can, as Izuku said, with quirk or no quirk. As Mr. Zawa smiled at him and said, with quirk, as Izuku suddenly turned on his chakra cloak. Not the Sage's Path one, the regular chakra cloak. And just brought one of Kuruma's arm and threw it. And out of nowhere, Izuku got a good amount of 5,000 meters, breaking 3 sound barriers. As everyone was shocked about this, as everything goes to Conan, Bakugo gets 500. The second person after Bakugo gets the same amount as Canon. As we go to the second exam, Isuku gets first place using using no quirk. Third place in strength. No, first place in strength. And jumping, he pushed Sakura on his feet and just jumped as high as he can. As Izuku got a good amount of, let's say, wait, what? That's impossible. Oh, okay, I'm sorry guys, I'm playing a game. As Mizarza was shocked, all he saw was blue light under Izuku's feet and said, Midoriya, is that your quirk? As he said, yes, it is my quirk. As Bakugo was getting angry that Izuku was winning everything. As he said, yo, nerd. As Izuku heard this and said, please, Hagoromo, where are you when I need you? As Kurama started to laugh and said, my father's not gonna come to save you all the time. As he said, I know, but still, where is he when somebody needs him? As Kurama said, he only appears when you are near death or needs help to heal someone. As Izuku said, God, please just help me. As Bakugo came and said, nerd, how are you got this powerful? Where do you get all this power? As Izuku said, why do I need to tell you, Katsuki? As when they heard it, they were all shocked. Usually, Izuku calls Bakugo Kachon, not Katsuki. As when they heard that, Bakugo said, I want to fight you. As Izuku said, with pleasure, just don't cry when I beat you. As everyone heard this and started to laugh. As Mr. Aizawa said, I want to stop this, but I want to see how strong Problem Child actually is. As Mr. Aizawa said, okay, you guys can fight. Just fight in front of us. As Deku smirked at Bakugo, and Bakugo smirked back at Deku. As Mr. Aizawa said, okay, is everyone ready? As Bakugo said, ready. As Izuku just looked at him and nodded. As Mr. Aizawa said, go. As Bakugo threw an explosion as Deku dodged it. Threw another explosion as Deku dodged it. Threw another explosion as Deku dodged it. As then Deku activated Sage Mode and just activated Sage Mode and then threw a kick at Bakugo, sending him flying as then Bakugo started to catch himself and just started to use his quirk to fly towards Izuku, sending a kick as Izuku just grabbed the leg and started slamming him as he slammed into the ground and then uses his frog sage mode and sends a fist towards him but didn't even punch him, just used the wind pressure and punched him, leaving a bruise on Bakugo's face as everyone was shocked. They said, "What? How didn't that punch landed on him?" As everybody saw orange outlines on Izuku's eyes as they all said, "Is that his quirk?" As everyone said, "No, that isn't." We all saw that Izuku turn orange, turn into a yellow thing and a few minutes ago, as everyone were having a flashback when Izuku turned into his chakra cloak, as Mr. Aizawa was saying, Problem Child has multiple quirks. As Mr. Aizawa decided to tell Nesu about it, as Nesu added a camera where where Mr. Aizawa was doing the quirk examination, as everyone were a bit shocked and scared of Izuku's power, as Izuku just grabbed Bakugo from the crater that he created with his Sage mode and threw him to the sky, used chakra to boost his jumping, jumped as high as he can, and kicked Bakugo to the ground. As Bakugo went flying like a meteor, as Izuku said, oh crap, I think I went too hard. As Kurama said, you think? Give him a look, you serious? As Izuku said, don't give me that look. As then he uses his flying Raijin technique, summoned a flying Raijin kunai, threw it to the ground, and grabbed Bakugo before falling to the floor. As Mr. Aizawa said, it's over. Izuku Midoriya is the winner. As everyone was shocked and said, how? As Mr. Aizawa said, this is Problem Child we're talking about. As everyone said, oh god, we messed with the wrong person if we get him angry. As Izuku activated his red eye and let Kuruma talk for him and said, you think? As then he regained control, as everyone was scared of the voice he gave. As we go to Nesu. Nesu was recording the whole fight. As Nesu saw the power that Izuku Midoriya was showing to his class, as Nesu called All Might and tell them, do you still think this kid, Izuku Midoriya, is not a good successor? As All Might said, no, he is not. He is a weak one. As if I said something about All Might taking Izuku's quirk in last episode, he did and gave it to someone else. If I said it was Bakugo or someone, if I say he didn't give it to anyone, I'll just say that he gave it to Bakugo, okay? Okay. As All Might, let's give him a look. You are not lying to me, right? As All Might said, why would I be lying to you? As Nesu showed him the video, as All Might's eyes widened, mouth, as All Might's jaw went down, as his eyes were still wide, as Nesu said, You betrayed the wrong person. As All Might said. So this is why the One for All user weren't talking to me, as they dragged him to his mindscape and said, "You think?" and gave him a look. "You are stupider than we thought, All Might." Or should I say, Toshinari. As All Might said, "You guys haven't called me that since he was gone." As All Might started to say, yes, I'm dead. Sorry guys about that. Yes, I'm dead. As they all say, "Yes, you are. Is this your problem?" As they all kicked him out of his mindscape. As we come back to Izuku, Izuku was done and used a healing jutsu and healed Bakugo. As everyone was shocked and said, "You know how to heal people?" As Izuku said, "Yes, I do. This is what comes with the power." As Izuku was saying on his head, "Dang, these people can't even realize that I'm a different breed from them." As Kuruma was saying, "Now this is why I called you punk." As Izuku said, "Hey, who you calling punk?" As Kurama said, "You, kid." As Kushina said, "You know I can hear you guys fighting, right?" As Kuruma and Deku said, "Shut up." As Kushina gave him a death glare and said, "Who are you telling to shut up?" As they said, "No one," in a scared tone. As we come back to the real world, Kushina was giving the same glare to Izuku and saying to come here, as Izuku just went there with a scared face and said, "Yes, Kushina." As Kushina gave him a hug and said, "I forgive you." As Izuku said, "Oh, thank God she has a forgiving heart." As Kuruma started to laugh and said, "Thank God she does." As everyone saw her hugging him, as all the boys and girls were a bit jealous. The boys were jealous that she was hugging him, and the girls were jealous that he has a girlfriend already. As Mr. Aizawa saw this and smirked at Izuku and saying, "You got yourself in a lot of trouble, problem child." As Izuku told Aizawa, "Aizawa, take that smirk off your face." As Mr. Aizawa said, "It's true, you got yourself into a lot of trouble," pointing at the whole class. Boys giving him death glares, girls giving him jealous looks. As Izuku said, "Kushina, can you let go of me?" She said, "No, I am not." As Izuku just said, "Okay, then I'm doing this." He carried her up bridal style and said, "You are coming with me." As Mr. Aizawa said, "Okay, everyone, class is over, so leave. I have to go take my nap." As everyone was shocked and said, "So this was it?" As Mr. Aizawa went into his caterpillar state, and went to sleep. As everyone were not surprised that he wasn't to do that. As they looked at Izuku, as Izuku just disappeared, and all they saw was red, no, blue, no, not blue, yellow, a yellow light disappear. As Krishna said, "Okay, I'll stop hugging you." As Izuku said, "Nope, too late. You're gonna stay there now." As Kurama said, "Nice job, kid. Now she learned not to mess with her." As Kushina came into his mindscape and said, "Now I learn not to mess with you," as Kurama said, "Oh, oh, oh, Hagoromo, where are you when I meet you?" As Izuku said, "That's the same thing I said." As Izuku told him, "You told me Hagoromo's not doesn't come when you don't when you're not a near death state." As Kurama started to remember what he said, as he said, God, why does my dad has to be like this to us?" As Hagoromo was like hiding in the mindscape, he listened to what they said, as he was laughing at this and saying, "God, I chose the perfect boy to reincarnate Minato," and laughing so hard. And Hagoromo fell at Chakra and had disappeared. As we skip to the next day, everyone was getting ready for the for the hero versus villain. But first, they were gonna do a training fight. All Might was going to be the villain, and they were going to be the heroes fighting the villain. As Mr. Aizawa heard from them that he and All Might will be doing an examination, and that the and that they will all be fighting All Might. As Izuku said, as Izuku looked at Kushina and said through their heads, "I'm sorry, but I'm going to leave you to get knocked out." As she said, "You really just want to kill All Might, don't you?" As he said, "Mm-hmm." And then she said, "Fine, but you have to carry me back to my dorm." As Shizuku smiled at this and said, "Deal." As he looked at Kurama and said, "Can I use the Sage's expand mode on him?" As Kurama yelled at him, saying, "No, you want to kill the person?" As Shizuku gave him a devilish grin and said, "I want to knock him out or give him a less timer boost so he won't be able to do his real work." As Mr. Aizawa saw the grin on Izuku's face and said, "Oh my, you're gonna die." As everyone saw it too and said the same thing, as Kurama said, "You can use Master Tailbeast chakra mode." As he said, "Okay, at least I won't be able to kill him." As we cut a few minutes later, we are in front of a battleground. All Might is getting in his battle stance, putting on handcuffs that restricts him from using his full power. As Mr. Aizawa said, "All Might, you're not allowed to kill any students in here." As All Might nodded at that, as everyone heard what he said, and we're a biscuit upon Izuku heard, he's not allowed to kill us, but we are allowed to kill him. As Mr. Aizawa said, as Deku yelled, "Mr. Aizawa, does that goes with us too?" As Mr. Aizawa said, "No, it doesn't. Why?" As he just got a wide grin and said, "No reason." As Mr. Aizawa felt all the anger getting out of him as he said, "Oh no, I should have said it goes for them too." As All Might looked at him and said, "Can I please go use full power on this kid?" As Mr. Aizawa said, "Nope." As All Might said, "I'm gonna die." As Mr. Aizawa said, "You will." As Izuku heard what he said and told him, "Oh my, you won't live as long as I'm here. As long as I am here." As All Might heard his phrase and said, "Hey." As Izuku said, "I don't care if it's your phrase. I'm using it to make fun of you." As All Might heard to make fun of you. As we cut a few minutes later, everyone in Class 1A was knocked out except Ida, Todoroki, Kurishima, and Momo. Kurishima and Momo were about to get knocked out until All Might just used the choice smash to have its power and knocked him out. Todoroki couldn't do anything to All Might as All Might used his tornado smash that changed the weather at the sledge attack, and knocked them out. I think it was Detroit too. He only used Detroit on all the whole class. As Kojina was knocked out in Izuku's arm, as Mr. Aizawa said, "You'll fight with her on your arms?" As he said, "Yes, I will. I won't let her get hurt, but I'll fight with her on my arms." As as Kurama heard this and said, "So you're gonna use the arms?" As he said, "Yes, I will." As Mr. Aizawa told All Might and Izuku, "Go." As Izuku activated his chakra cloak mode and summoned out the arms and started to fight with All Might. All Might and Izuku were going blow to blow, as Izuku was holding a bit back for All Might to have at least a bit of a, a bit to motivate his ego of being a hero. As All Might said, this kid hasn't gotten any stronger. As Izuku heard this and said, oh, now you just picked your death wish, my friend. As Izuku said, Rasen Shuriken. As he threw the Rasen Shuriken, and as All Might saw this coming and dodged it, as it broke half of a tree off. As Izuku said, oh god. As he did hand signs with the arm and said, and just touched the floor and made the tree grow back. As Izuku said, I didn't mean to do that. As he went back to the fight, as Mr. Aizawa wanted to stop this, but All Might was still fighting against. As Izuku had enough of this and said, lightning style, lightning Rasen Shuriken, and threw it at All Might. As All Might felt this coming at him, as he got paralyzed for a few seconds, as Izuku went for a punch and sent All Might flying through one school building, 2 school buildings, 3 school buildings. As All Might landed at the principal's office wall, as Mr. Aizawa said, Izuku Midoriya is the winner. As Kushina woke up and said, as Kushina woke up yawning, ugh. Do you win? As he said, yep. She smiled at him and hugged him. As we skip to back to when they're in the classroom. Mr. Aizawa went to get All Might to wake him up. As All Might woke up and said, huh? What happened? As Mr. Aizawa said, you just got your ass kicked by a kid. As All Might was angry and said, I need to get him as my successor again. As Nesu saw that look and said, All Might, if you're gonna get him to be your successor again, you're gonna need to give him a better fight if you're gonna do that. As All Might heard this and said, I know, I will give him a better fight. As Mr. Aizawa saw this and was angry at All Might, saying, as he said, you betrayed the kid already. You are not going to do that again. As Nesu had to agree with Mr. Aizawa. As he said, yes, All Might, you already betrayed the kid too many times. So it's not going to be right for him to get your power back. As All Might said, as Nesu said, as long as we are in my school, you are not going to get that kid to get your quirk back. As he said that, as All Might said, who are you to tell me what to do? As All Might said to Nesu, as Nesu said, you're at my school, and here I make the rules. The number 1 hero does not count in my school. You are just a teacher in my view. I can fire you anytime and break your hero career in one snap. So decide, All Might. As All Might said, fine. As All Might decided to, if last episode I said Bakugo Gara was the one that he gave one for all to, let's just say he gave it to Bakugo, yes. As All Might told young Bakugo to come visit him after school. As Bakugo got one for all, but as All Might trained Bakugo to use 20%. I'm just gonna say this: Bakugo's a battle genius, but I don't like him still. As we skip to the USJ, and yes, they're gonna do the USJ again because they have put more protection around it. As we come back to the USJ, everything goes the same as in canon, but the part where the villains come, everyone already knew they were real villains. As Mr. Aizawa was about to jump up, as Kushina wrapped Mr. Aizawa and her chained and said, don't move. He'll take care of it. As as Mr. Aizawa knew who she was talking about. As Mr. Aizawa saw a yellow light going in front of him. And yes, there were at least 5 to 400 villains in there. So I might as well make this a fight. That'll be fun. As Izuku said, as Izuku said to Mr. Zawa to stand down as everyone and told everyone to not worry, he'll take care of the villains. As Shigaraki said, how can a snotto kid like you take care of 500 villains? As Omai was there, as Omai was about to step in, as Kushina grabbed him with her change and told him, don't get in his business again like you did last time. As Omai said, how can she know about it? As Mr. Aizawa told him, that's his girlfriend. As Omai said, okay, I get it now. And she looked at her and she said, hi. As Omai said, so why is she his girlfriend? He should become Bakugo's girlfriend instead of that Ochako Uraraka. And yes, Uraraka and Bakugo are dating. And I don't care if anybody says I don't care if anybody says Kushina shouldn't be the one dating Izuku. I don't care. I'm sorry to say it, but I don't care. As Omai was about to tell her, you should, as Omai got wrapped around with Kushina's change in his mouth, as we come back to Izuku fighting the villains, as the villains were shocked to see that a kid was doing these many activities. Izuku was in his let's say, sorry guys, Izuku was in his sage mode. He was doing hand sights to summon Gagamon. I can't say the name of the frog. Let's just say he summoned the big toad Jiraiya uses. As the frog came to this world and said, Minato, Jiraiya, Naruto. As he turned around and saw a person who looked like Minato on top of his head, and said, "Is that you, Minato?" As he said, as Minato said, "Yeah, it's me. I just got reincarnated into a different person, and his attitude and mine got combined. So I'm not really Minato. I am Minato combined with a person named Isuku Midoriya." As the frog said, "Okay." As the frog said, "What do you need?" As Isuku told the frog to knock everyone here out, but not kill them. As the frog said, "Okay, simple." As the frog did hands and spit out water. The water that the frog spit out was so sticky that all the villains couldn't move. As Minato did a lightning Rasen Shuriken and paralyzed all the villains. As half of the villain group was already down, there was only 100 left. As the 100 left was ready to leave, as Shigaraki told Kurigari to bring them normal. As the normal came out, as Shigaraki said, "You won't win this time. This normal was created to fight All Might, to kill All Might." As All Might heard this and said, "That kid won't survive this." As Yusuku desummoned the frog and said, "Thank you." As the frog nodded at him, as Yusuku just transformed into his chakra mode and in his sage mode, as everybody saw orbs around behind Izuku. As Izuku said, true seeking orbs stab. As Izuku had a stab in his hand, And as he grabbed one of the orbs on his back, it said Rasen Shuriken lightning style. As he threw the Rasen Shuriken and hit it like a baseball bat straight to the normal's heart, as Shigaraki said, normal dodge. As the normal reacted too late, as the lightning star Rasen Shuriken hit straight at the normal star, as the normal just regenerated, as Minato was what should I do then? As Minato looked up and saw that the head wasn't covered, as he said, I got a perfect one. Fire style. Fire Rasen Shuriken. As one of the troops seeking orb turned into a fire style Rasen Shuriken. As he threw it at the head of the normal. As the normal was again too late to react. As it hit the normal's head and knocking him out. As everyone was shocked, the orbs on his back turned into things that he used lately. As everyone were happy that the normal was taken down. As Shigaraki was starting to scratch his body, saying, "Not fair, not fair, not fair, not fair, not fair, not fair." As he said, "Kurogari, take us back to the quarters." As Kurogari made a portal, as the 100 villains left, went into the portal with Shigaraki and left. As we cut to when they got to school, this is when they're gonna get the 2 weeks off. As Mr. Aizawa was explaining about the sport festival, as everyone was excited about the sport festival until they remember Izuku's here. As everyone said, "Oh no, we're gonna lose if he's here." As Kushina heard this and looked at Deku and said, "You better go easy on me." As Deku said, "Of course I will." How could a boyfriend go hard on his girlfriend? As he was giving her a smile that said, "I won't kill you or hurt you, I promise." As she sighed in relief and said, "God, this is what happens dating the strongest guy in school." As everyone heard, the strongest guy in school, as Kushina said, yes, he's the strongest one out of all the school. As they all said, "Oh God, good luck to the big three when they meet him." As this is where I'm gonna leave it off. I'm gonna leave it off before the sport festival. Okay, I'm gonna ask a question. I was thinking about making a Bell What If, so if you guys forget about that question, I'm making it. I'm gonna ask one more time if there's any other what if I should make for you that anyone wants to recommend. I'll do it. Just give me an idea. So hope you enjoy. Have a good night, have a good day, and thanks for watching.